Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles, and I welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And now we see them. And in today's episode, the topic is, has Kawhi Leonard been the best player of these playoffs? So that's the topic I'm going to get into in today's video. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Also, make sure you go ahead and check out Dreamerspro Max, our online sports community, a place where you can go and start basketball discussions, chat live during games, which we do every single night during the playoffs, and so many other cool things. If you guys are interested in that, be sure to check that out. We have that linked in the description below and get 7 days of access. Also, make sure you go ahead and click the join button to join our channel to receive loyalty badges from us, customized loyalty badges from our channel. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. Anyway, let me get into this topic, and let me just first of all say this. I'm going to enjoy this topic very, 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 very much. Very, very, very much. And let me tell you why. During the last week, right, the Clippers went into the playoffs. And since they've been in the playoffs, they've lost or they've gone down. They went down 0-2 to the Dallas Mavericks. And the usual storylines and narratives started coming out about Kawhi Leonard. Now, I think that these people that are planting these stories about Kawhi Leonard, number one, either they don't know much about his game, number one, or number two, they're just there to just, they're just bandwagon Kawhi Leonard fans. 1 minute, oh, he's great. Thanks, oh, he's not so good. That's what I think it is, right? And some people that just don't want to give him his props. So what have we been hearing from people in media and people like fans, like sports fans, right? Oh, Kawhi Leonard, I saw an episode, and I didn't watch it because I knew it was a complete waste of my time. I saw an episode of Doug Gottlieb. And I saw an episode of Doug Gottlieb on FS1, and he said, the title of the video was, was it Doug Gottlieb or Rick Bucher? They were like, oh, Kawhi Leonard cannot lead a team to a championship team. I was like, wow, Kawhi Leonard cannot lead a championship team. That was one of the storylines I saw. I said, whoa, okay. Bunch of other different things. Kawhi Leonard is not that good. He's not a good defensive player. All of these different things. Some fans came out and said, oh, things like, oh, Luka Doncic is better than Luka Doncic. Some people say, you don't pronounce his name right. I'm sorry if I don't have the proper pronunciation of his last name. Luka's not as good as Kawhi. I mean, Luka's better than Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is no longer the best player. He's no longer a top 3 player. He's a top, all kind of things, right? And I had to sit back and just kind of take it. Because, this is usually what happens when a team that you support does poorly. People come out and say these things. And I just sat back and I said, okay, Kawhi Leonard can't lead a championship team. He's not that good. The only person that seemed to be sober enough to tell it like it is Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman is the only one, apparently, that does any kind of research on Kawhi Leonard. He's probably the only one, it seems like. Not even Skip Bayless, to be quite honest with you. Because Skip Bayless's opinions are swayed so easily. He's moved so easily. Like one day he's on for the Clippers. I think on Friday he said he's done with the Clippers. They're done. I'm done with them. It's going to be then just today when I woke up, I looked on Instagram. They won the game. He has his Clipper hat back. So which one is it? Which one is it? Right? Max Kellerman seems to be the only guy that knows what he's talking about basketball. Funny enough, and he's not even a basketball guy, it seems like. But he's the only one that really seems to know what he's talking about, Kawhi Leonard. So I sat back and listened to all of these people talk. And then I said, okay. Some people say, oh, it's Kawhi Leonard's fault, the Clippers no winning, blah, blah, blah. And I said it. And thank God, they say liars have no proof, right? For the people that saw the game, you saw, right? That the reason the Clippers won had nothing to do with Kawhi Leonard. I mean, yes, he played well, but they changed their game plan, which we're going to do later on. But anyway, I was watching that game, and I was saying to myself, man, Kawhi Leonard is sure playing well right now. Luka's looking good, but Kawhi's looking great. So at the end of that game, I looked at Kawhi Leonard's numbers because obviously, Kawhi Leonard, he's not that good. He's an okay player. There's nothing special about him. I don't see what the big hoopla is with Kawhi Leonard. So let me give you guys Kawhi Leonard's box score in the game yesterday. Then I'm going to compare him to some of the top players in the playoffs this year. Let me read you guys Kawhi Leonard's numbers from the floor. Kawhi Leonard yesterday scored 36 points, right? Nothing spectacular. Scored 36. The night before he scored 41. Okay, fine. Kawhi Leonard scored 36 points, going 13 of 17 from the floor. He shot 76.5%. Sounds like a top 10 player to you? He shot 60% from the 3, 100% from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 steal and 2 blocks. Sounds like, oh, he's not that good. Does it sound like fantasy number, paperclip numbers? Okay, let me bring up some other players in the playoffs. Let me compare Kawhi Leonard to some of the best people and some of the people that some of y'all think this better than Kawhi Leonard, and I don't believe none of these guys. I would take, as I said before, and I'll say it again, there's no player in basketball that going into a playoffs that I would take over Kawhi Leonard. No one. That includes LeBron, that includes Kevin Durant. Some people feel a type of way. That's your right. As you feel, as you have the right to your convictions, so do I. It's called sports, and we don't. That's why they have so many sports teams. Thank God they don't only have one sport team. Otherwise, nobody would have would all have the same opinion. So let me give you guys some of the other best players in the world's numbers this year in the playoffs, and then I'll give you Kawhi Leonard's numbers at the end. Let's talk about Luka Doncic, who some people feel like is better than Kawhi Leonard. Let me give you Luka's numbers. This year in the playoffs, Luka Doncic is averaging 38 points per game. Okay, he's attempting 27 field goals per game to get those 38. He's shooting 51.2%, which is very efficient, 52%. So he's shooting a lot, but he's making 50% of his shots, which is good. He's shooting 46% from the 3. He's shooting 48% from the free throw line. 48%. He's getting you 8.7 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 turnovers, 1 steal, and 1 block per game. That's Luka Doncic's numbers. Let's look at another player that some people may say is better than Kawhi Leonard. Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, these playoffs, is averaging 27 points per game. He's shooting 43.4% from the floor, 25% from the 3, 82% from the free throw line, getting you 9.3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2.3 blocks. Let's look at another player that people will say is better than Kawhi Leonard. Let's look at Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, these playoffs, is scoring 32 points per game. He's shooting 51% from the field, 37% from the 3, 87.5% from the free throw line, getting you 9.7 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. Those are great numbers, by the way. Those are good. Those are gaudy numbers. Let's look at LeBron James. LeBron James, these playoffs, is averaging 20 points per game, shooting 50% from the field, 38% from the 3, 60% from the free throw line, getting you 5.7 rebounds, 9.3 assists, 2 steals per game. And let's look at Jason Tatum yesterday, who went off for 50. Jason Tatum this year is shooting 27%, scoring 27 points per game. He's shooting 40% from the field, 39% from the 3, 85.7% from the free throw line, getting you 4.3 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 1.7 steals, 1.3 blocks, and 2.7 turnovers a game. Those are the players that most people, Kawhi Leonard. Let me give you guys Kawhi Leonard's numbers. And I'm not even going to mention Paul George because I'm saving him for a live. Let me give you Kawhi Leonard's numbers. He has the second highest scoring average of all of these players I just mentioned behind Luka Doncic. He's scoring 34.3 points per game. You know the scrub, Kawhi Leonard, that dude, the dude that's averaging 10 more points in the playoffs than he did in the regular season. All right, maybe nothing spectacular. Kawhi Leonard is shooting 60% from the field. 60% from the field in the playoffs. He has a higher field goal percentage than all of these guys. He's shooting better from the floor than Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum, all of them. He has the best shooting percentage. He's shooting 20 shots per game. He's making 12 on average. So he's shooting actually less than Luka. Okay? He's shooting 44% from the 3. 44% from the 3. Nobody is shooting over 40% from the 3 of the players I just mentioned. He's shooting 88% from the free throw line. He's getting you 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1.7 turnovers, so the least. 2.3 steals and almost a block per game. Kawhi Leonard is having a 60, 40, 88, almost 90 season in the playoffs. No one has this type of efficiency. Ladies and gentlemen, Kawhi Leonard has been the best player in the playoffs this year. Whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, he has been the best player in the playoffs. And guess what? This is nothing new to Kawhi. This is not some aberration. It's nothing new. The year prior, he averaged 28 points per game, shot 49% from the field, 33% from the three-point line, 86% from the free throw line, got you 9.3 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 2.5 turnovers, 2.3 steals per game. The year before, when he won the title, for the entire playoffs in 24 games, Kawhi Leonard averaged 30 points per game in 24 games. So basically, he scored 30 points 24 games in a row. okay, he shot 49% from the field, 38% from the three, 88% from the free throw line, got you 9.1 rebounds, 3.9 assists, and 1.7 steals. Led the playoffs in points, rebounds, and steals. That's Kawhi Leonard. I'm not done yet. The year prior, he averaged 27.7 points per game. He shot 52.5% from the field. This is in the playoffs. 45% from the three, 93% from the free throw line. Got you 7.8 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 1.7 steals. Had a 50-40-90 season in the playoffs. The year again, it's absurd, and people it just keeps going. It's just another. I can keep going. That's Kawhi Leonard in his career. So don't be surprised don't let people fool you into believing, oh, he won those 2 Finals MVPs because he's the man. He's that dude. I could see if you say, oh, he only did it 1 year, or he only did it 2 years. Okay, but this is his whole career pretty much. And this year he's shooting 60% from the field in the playoffs? Who are we kidding? He has been the best player in the playoffs. Now, some people will say, well, if he's been the best player, why is he down 2-1? Fantastic question. It's called coaching. And for those of you guys who've been following the channel, what have I been saying? The Clippers need to go small. What happened yesterday and what happened? They won the game, right? They won the game. Kawhi Leonard has been the same. So if Kawhi Leonard has been the same, but they lost the first 2 games, they won the 3rd game, but he's the same. What happened? I mean, the strategy changed. They changed their strategy. So to me, Kawhi Leonard has been the best player in these playoffs. The numbers say so. The numbers say so. He's the most efficient player at that level in the playoffs. If I look at players averaging above 20 field goal attempts per game, he's averaging 20. Luka's averaging 27. Anthony Davis is averaging 17.7. He's way ahead of Anthony Davis. Kevin Durant is averaging 20.3. LeBron James is averaging 16. Jason Tatum is averaging 20. He's the most efficient player in the playoffs that's taking at least 20 shots per game. He's making 60% of his attempts. So what are we talking about here? He is the best player in the playoffs. Period. And I'm glad that we're seeing it. Now, some people are not going to, oh, he can't lead a team to a championship. Yet he already did. So what are you talking about? He already did. So that's my opinion. And I really want to know what you guys think. But oh, by the way, when you are responding, please respond to the facts. Don't give me your emotions. The emotions do nothing for it. Respond to the numbers. Respond to the numbers. So what I want to know from you guys is, has Kawhi Leonard been the best player of these playoffs, or am I missing something? Is this somebody else that we're missing? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro. Wishing you guys an amazing day and catch you guys on the next episode.